Hi kids, welcome back to Kate Productions. Today we're going to be reading a story called After Happily Ever After, The Three Little Pigs Go Camping by Tony Bradman. So let's get started. After the three little pigs defeated the big bad wolf, they lived happily ever after, and then. Chapter 1. The third little pig looked at his list and smiled. He had finished all the tasks he had set for himself. The washing was done, the ironing was done. The vacuuming, dusting, and scrubbing were all done as well. This was definitely how he liked his life to be. His lovely brick house was nice and tidy, everything organized, sorted, and totally under control. Now he could relax and maybe even watch the new wildlife program he had read about. But then again, maybe not. There was always so much that needed to be done. He should spend the evening thinking ahead and writing up lists of tasks for the next few weeks. Self-discipline was the secret to a successful life. Suddenly, his phone rang, almost making him jump out of his skin. "Hey, big brother," squeaked the voice on the line. "How are things?" The third little pig sighed. It was his middle brother, the second little pig. There was a youngest brother as well, the first little pig. The third little pig could hear him squeaking away too, so he knew his brothers were together. "I can't talk at the moment," said the third little pig. "I'm busy." "Writing one of your to-do lists, I'll bet," squealed the second little pig with a laugh. "Well, I want you to cross out whatever the first thing is and make it this. A camping trip with your brothers. Trust me, it's going to be fantastic." "Yeah, the best vacation you'll ever have," squeaked the first little pig. "I'm sorry, but I really don't think I can fit it in," said the third little pig. "Sure I can't tempt you?" said the second little pig. "We booked a place at Forest Camping Deluxe, so we're going whether you come with us or not." The third little pig frowned. He was very fond of his brothers, but they were utterly hopeless in all sorts of ways. In fact, quite often they were real trouble magnets. Take that unpleasant episode with the big bad wolf, for instance. Anyone with half a brain would realize that only a brick house could keep out such a scary beast. But the first little pig had quickly built his house of straw, so he would have more time for fun. And the second little pig had built his house out of sticks, just to be different. Then the huffing and puffing had started. It didn't take long for both pigs to come running to the third little pig. His brick house had kept the pigs safe. Chapter 2. Not that the first and second little pigs had been terribly grateful. It hadn't been long before they'd moved out again, even though their parents had hired a friendly security guard to look after all of them. And they would probably get into trouble on this camping trip, thought the third little pig. So he didn't have much choice. He would have to go along to keep them out of trouble. "All right then, count me in," he said with a sigh. "But I'll need to do some planning." "Now there's a surprise," laughed the second little pig. "You don't have a lot of time though, big bro. We'll pick you up in the morning." "What?" squealed the third little pig, horrified. "That's way too soon." That evening, the third little pig worked hard packing, reading about the campsite, and making notes and lists. He slept badly and almost hit the ceiling when his alarm clock woke him. That's the end of these two chapters, but stay tuned and subscribe to Kate Productions to hear the next two.